Let's talk perfection. It's February, and did you know that about 80% of New Year's resolutions by February are just no more? And I have to admit, I am part of that 80%. My New Year's resolution is not a thing anymore. And I think sometimes when we don't hit our goals or we don't meet expectations, if things aren't perfect for me, then I think, what's the point? I really thrive on perfection. I feel like if I don't meet perfection, then I'm basically worthless, which is a pretty heavy thing to think about, but the story that I'm gonna share with you guys today kind of encouraged me in that. Anytime I'm sharing with you guys, it's usually something that I need encouragement in too. So in our story today, it's in Mark chapter 2. And in the Bible, anytime Jesus is preaching somewhere, usually a large crowd gathers because they want to hear the lessons, they want to see the miracles that could happen. And so after Jesus is done teaching, he's walking along and he invites Matthew, or Levi in some of the versions, to follow him. And basically what Jesus was doing was saying, hey Matthew, like follow me, be one of my disciples, come along this journey with me, learn from me, let's grow together in the next couple years. And so Matthew does that. He drops everything and he follows Jesus. But the crazy thing about Matthew is that Matthew was a tax collector. And back in those times, tax collectors were often seen as corrupt and evil. You know, it was real easy to, tax the people and then skim off a little bit of the top for you. And so the fact that Jesus called a tax collector to follow him and be part of his disciples was crazy. And then they end up at Matthew's house and they're sharing a meal. And the Bible talks about how Jesus is, eating with other tax collectors too and other people. And the religious leaders from the day, saw this and they saw Jesus, sharing a meal with these people, and they were so appalled. They were just offended. How can Jesus, the Son of God, this person who is supposed to be, this great teacher and so wise, be sharing a meal with tax collectors who are corrupt and other sinners? That's beneath him. That's beneath us. Why would he do that? And I love that Jesus just has a very simple response for them. He just tells them, doctors don't spend their time with healthy people. They're there for the sick. And he says, that's what I am. I'm not here for the righteous. I'm here for the sinner. And that's such an encouragement for me when I mess up, when I make mistakes, and when I realize that I'm not perfect, because I am part of that group. I am the sinners. And I think the church, has kind of done a poor job of realizing that on their own. Sometimes if you tell someone, Jesus is a friend of sinner, they might think, you're pointing out their flaws. But the truth is, when I talk about this story, I'm talking about my own, because I mess up. I would be in that category of sinners. And it's such an encouragement to me that Jesus says, I don't care what other people think. I'm not here for other people. I'm here for you. And Jesus came and he died for you and for me exactly as we are. Sometimes we think in order to come to church, we have to be good enough. Like I'll start coming to church when I cuss less. I'll start reading my Bible, when I'm doing more important things, when I'm a better person. But Jesus came for everyone as they are. And Jesus says, come to me right now as you are. You don't have to change, because God is always going to be there for you, and Jesus is always going to love you, and he came for you exactly as you are. This doesn't mean, I have a free pass to go and do whatever I want, because even if I'm a sinner, Jesus is going to love me. But it means I can look at those times that I mess up, and I know that Jesus is going to take me back, and his love and his grace encourages me to do better next time, encourages me to do that for others. I want to be like Jesus. I want to have that title of friend of sinners, because Jesus came for everyone, not just the righteous. So I hope this encourages you today, as it's encouraged me. We're not perfect. And New Year's resolutions are fun and they're silly and they don't always stick. But we don't have to be perfect for Jesus. He came for the broken, because he's the one who makes us whole. If these videos have been an encouragement to you, make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok for more videos. Okay. Let's talk perfection.
No, let's not. Hold up. You need to fix your hair.
Well, you fix it. I can't see it right now. Listen, this is what you're gonna have to do.
Oh my gosh, I made it worse.